What aren't the challenges facing young actors? Essentially comes down to the fact that no one cares. No one cares about actors because generally they're thought of in the industry as expendable because there are 50 able-bodied, wonderful people that are happy to step in and do the exact thing that we want you to do, probably for less money.
There's plenty of opportunity for actors and other creatives to get involved as much as they can, but a lot of it's on a volunteer basis or like what we're doing here, a profit share sort of basis.
We do Unnatural Selection, which is a weekly comedy show, comedy podcast, and we're branching out into doing live events in theatre now. So our hope is to, at some point, if this gathers enough steam, if we don't lose a bundle of money, then we hope to, do to have an ongoing theatre project.
There are some amateur groups that have a larger following than a lot of professional theatre companies. And the reason is because the people doing them love what they do. And they do it because they enjoy it, they do it because it drives them, it's their passion. I remember having a class at uni where the lecturer was like, first thing in theatre, if you're doing a show, don't use your own money, which is precisely what we're doing. But it's our first time that we've done that, which is a massive risk because we don't have an inherent following, we don't have a massive fan base to draw from. We're literally putting this out there and trying to do it for the first time. Yes, there is more competition for leisure time. Certainly you could go home and you could watch Game of Thrones, or you could go out and spend a night at the theatre. One's cheaper than the other.
If anything, I feel as though the internet, Netflix, what we'd call sort of like, the new golden age of television, Mad Men, those sort of things, are definitely conducive to people wanting to be a part of and valuing entertainment. As to whether that bleeds over into theatre, maybe, maybe not. The thing with Netflix is you know what you're getting. You know when you sit down and you watch a series of Arrow that I'm going to see a guy shoot stuff with arrows. When you go and see theatre, you have no idea necessarily what you're going to expect.
Music theatre is still as popular as ever, and there is a real appetite for that, and those types of shows sell very well. I think there is still a genuine interest in theatre. It's just perhaps tastes are evolving to different types of things that people like.
Actors are, obviously we want to get in there, we want to try and get a foothold into the industry, and so we're willing to work for free and sometimes at our own cost in order to be a part of the production because it's such an insular industry. You could basically have to do whatever you can to get in there. So what are the challenges? The challenges are there's lots of us and very few jobs.
There's not, for an independent group like ours, which doesn't necessarily have a formal structure, which hasn't been, I guess, embedded with a couple of years worth of work, there's not really a lot of ways to do it. To get funding these days, you need to be an established organisation, non-for-profit, and you need to have a decent resume that you can say to someone who's giving you money, yes, I'm not going to waste it, yes, it's a bankable project. It's about risk and reward. Really, the people that need the funding the most don't actually get the funding because it's inherently more risky. But that's the way it goes in this sort of economy, I guess. We're doing this because we want to do it and we enjoy it and we're passionate about it. We're putting our own money up, not out of, we think we'll be able to break even. If we make some money, that's great. But into the future, how do we survive? I don't know, it's a tough one. There is no real answer to that, apart from we just have to try.